guys. Hi, Stephanie. If you find us looking up, that's because we're looking up at the TV to see the comments. Hey, Shavonda. Hey, Bob. Hey, Belinda. Hey, Didi Babies. Hey, Danielle Friday. Hey, Release 464. Hey. Oh, man. Stephanie, it's a hotel. That's all it is. It's a hotel. They got them all over the city. They got them where you at. What's going on, Slick Vic? Hey, Patrice. Nothing's going on. Spent time with Mom today. So, anyway. Hey, Gloria. Now, we don't look down. It's just people with foolishness. You know, sometimes you get aggravated with that foolishness. You know, you would think you come in and you just be, you know, it's just sometimes you get aggravated behind foolishness. It makes you just wonder when people gonna grow the hell up and be the age that you are. Oh, anyway, hey Munchkin, did I see you in here, Munchkin? If y'all see us, looking up, we're looking at the TV up here. So, today's topic, consequences of your choices. Consequences of your choices. We gonna pray and love them anyway. Yes, we are. Consequences of your choice. How we said we was gonna roll into this thing? Don't worry about it. I got it over there.
I know, but I was wanting to look because I can't see.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. I can give you that.
Oh. No, because then you don't want me to.
Okay.
We said that basically asking the question, how many of you guys have been cheated on?
Cheated on, yeah.
So by a show of hands, you know, like how many of you guys, or you're going to just say, me or I have, how many of you guys have been cheated on?
Yeah. Or been the cheater.
Or been the cheater. It's been one or the other. So.
Yeah. Sharon say me. Kim not say me.
Okay. I've been cheated on. Okay.
Does emotional cheating count? Emotional cheating.
I mean, cheating is cheating.
But does emotional count? So because you can connect with people and not, you know.
I mean,
be with them, you know.
The question is, but yeah, I mean, it is either yes or no. But yeah, I mean, we talk about physical cheating,
right?
Yeah.
Although cheating is cheating,
right?
So, okay, let me ask this question. For those of you that have been cheated on and in a relationship or marriage, I guess that my question is, how did I say I wanted to ask though?
Okay, did you stay? Did you stay? Like after you found out they cheated, the question would be, did you stay?
Did you stay? And if so, why? That's what I'm talking about.
Why?
If you got cheated on and you stayed, why did you stay?
Yes, big mistake. Mackenzie, so why did you stay?
Why you stay? Yeah. Turn that on, baby.
That's what?
But I eventually thought he would change. One person said thought he would change.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't see what Mackenzie said.
Yes, and I asked God to give me strength.
Not after they take them on a week vacation.
And heck no, I didn't stay. I almost said, heck no, I didn't stay.
I stayed because I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Okay, so the person that said, you said because I thought you thought we would work through it. Okay. Had invested too much time already. But does that constitute disrespect?
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, it's a lot of people that are going through these things, okay? And you know, I know a couple of friends that have talked about the situation, and me being the person I am, I've always been a person, don't lie to me and don't cheat on me. And so it's easy for me to say what I would do because I know me, and because I've already set the boundary of what's to come. But what the boundary that I set may not be for the person that's going through it. So it's easy for me to say, oh no, you lied to me, I don't fool with you, you cheated on me, I'm done. You know, I can say that. But my other friends can't say that. You know, they stay in that shit for 5 years or so, or 6 years, and then decide to up and leave. And I always ask the question, why you wait 6 years or 3 years later, you know, then leave? Why didn't you leave at that time?
Mackenzie said because she said, I never thought I could accept a cheater. So you're the one that said that you stayed, right?
Yeah, baby.
Or you didn't say you stayed. No, I was still looking to see
Oh,
what
okay,
she said.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she stayed, but she eventually left.
Is it Jean
Bean.
Jean Bean, baby said nobody. That is not a mistake.
Yeah.
Because Jean Bean, if you really think about it, when you cheat, you have to think about when,
Right.
where we gonna go, what day, all that stuff. And so, like baby said, if you put all that thought into it, it can't be a mistake because you still had a lot of thought to back out of it.
Yeah.
So it's not a mistake.
Yeah. And
a mistake is something that's not intentional.
Yeah.
That's intentional when you go through all those steps.
You say I stayed, it was toxic, but I left 6 months later. It wasn't worth the heart and headaches. Yeah.
But I get you, Jean Bean. I get you.
Y'all, if we miss your comment, please copy and paste before you send, so you won't have to type it all in again. You said I stayed, but it didn't work because I could not get over it.
Right. Oh, so you thought you could.
You thought you could.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now, Mackenzie, I gotta ask you a question. When you say you thought you can get over it, in what mindset were you in to say? You didn't say it was okay to cheat, but in your mind, where were you for you to say, okay, I can get past this person disrespecting me, and you know, and try to make it work? Or shall I say, for you to try to make it work, did you blame yourself? Because I feel like only people blame themselves that try to make it work of them being cheated on. I mean, right?
Everyone has their own tolerance. The act itself is enough for me. I don't care about preparation. Yeah. Well, right.
Act of betrayal. Yeah. Your back hurts?
No, I'm just gonna get comfortable.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my legs all spread.
Okay. My boyfriend cheated 6 times.
6 times.
Still with him. I'm too comfortable to leave. Well, that's just saying that you accept the disrespect. Cause one time was enough, but 5 more now. Wait.
Right.
Okay. Next person. Let's say we were 19 and started out of our family. Wait. What you say?
Blame myself.
Wait, this one. Okay, yes, I stayed. We were 19 and hand started our family. It was hard, but we both held on for 30 years now. Okay. I blame myself.
She blamed herself because she had trust issues.
Okay. Okay, the person that said that they stayed, 37 years. Let me ask this question. was it hard? Was it arguments? Was it how hard was it? I mean, to last 37 years.
I mean, did you ever like bring it up?
Yeah.
You know, or did you once you say you stay? This is my question. Once you say you stayed, did you leave that there? You know, once you guys like discussed it and got through it, you left the cheating, you know, left that over there, and then you said, let's just move forward. Mm-hmm. Or did you bring it up, or you just said, okay, you know, we're just gonna move forward with this?
Yeah. The topic today is consequences of your choices. Mm-hmm. Let me say it again. The topic today, what we're talking about, is consequences of your choices. If we can't talk about that and only that, then feel free to go to another live. Okay? Okay. Consequences of your choices. If we're not talking about that, or you have no intention on talking about that, please go to another live and come back later. Okay.
Yeah, the comments I can't see.
Okay.
Because my pillow ain't helping.
Okay. Once you stay, it's still going to be in the back of your mind that it could happen again. Thank you, Munchkin.
I mean, I guess you're right, Barbara, until you build up that trust again. You know, it's going to take a moment for you, you know, to build up that trust again. So yeah, it's going to be in the back of your mind, but that individual has to work to build your trust again.
Okay, Rhonda, the one that said 37 years old, she said he had 2 other children by another woman. Then he went to the Million Man March, which he said changed him.
Okay, Rhonda. Okay, well, here we go. You said he had 2 other children by now. Was the children
him and his priorities in life? Yeah.
Okay, so was the children a result
of the cheating?
Of the cheating?
Accepting cheating also depends on your self-esteem, and mine was low at the time. Okay. Rhonda, was the yes?
Okay.
As a result? Wow.
Okay. Question. So she's the one that's still with him.
Yeah, 37 years
later.
So wait. Now don't have Rhonda ready to go leave her husband. No. Rhonda said this is working.
No. I was gonna ask her. I was gonna say, now Rhonda, I mean, that's big of you. I don't know if I could do that. So my question would be, how were you able to work through that? Because it's bad enough that he cheated, right?
Yeah,
and then you got through that, but then you had children that was the result of the cheating. So it's not like something you can't forget or put in the back of your mind, because these children are a constant reminder. So how did you guys get past that? How did you deal with that?
Yeah, that's a lot to deal with outside family and result. Woo!
Because you know what? Wow.
You know, Mackenzie say, I'm trying to say, quote it like she said, she had trust issues and low self-esteem. Mm-hmm. So, okay, Mackenzie, I guess the question I want to ask is, where did you pick your self-esteem up and say, okay, this is not something I can deal with? At what point in your life, was it that you were crying a lot? Was it that you was mad all the time? What part of it said to you, okay, I can't do this? You picked your self-esteem up and said, I love me enough.
Okay, Rhonda said it took some time, but she said, with God on our side. Yeah. But Rhonda, I know, Rhonda,
she ain't trying to get you to leave that man, no.
No, I just have questions because hey, like I said, that's big of you to work through that. I'm just trying to understand, like, I know you just don't say okay and just say, okay, come in and y'all are good.
Wait, hold on. Raquel, please leave Alicia alone. We understand Alicia, okay? You have to know her to understand her. Leave her alone. We understand her, okay? Okay, so sorry about that, baby. Go ahead.
But I'm just trying to figure out, like, your mindset, Rhonda. Like, I want to hear what you say to yourself. Like, what did you say to yourself? Like, okay, you know, it's not the kid's fault. You know, I need to go ahead and, you know, work through this. Like, what did you say to yourself in order for you to be able to accept those children?
Yeah, Mackenzie said she lost herself. She said, I lost myself. I lost myself in the relationship and accepted things that I normally wouldn't. Wow.
So she became embarrassed.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. It was hard, but I did also have chances of we're stronger than ever.
My question would be, why do we become embarrassed over something that somebody else did?
She said, Rhonda say, I don't know, y'all. I fell in love with him at 15, and it was like I didn't want anybody else. Okay.
So the love that you have for him, then you would say, allowed you to accept those children and work through it.
Okay, and Miss, let me see if I can say that name. Miss Drea 324 says, my man cheated on me in our relationship, and I later found out there was a 3-year-old child. So Miss Drea, what'd you end up doing? What'd you end up doing?
Wow.
Hey, Patricia Lloyd. I mean, I noticed that there's a lot of people that's gone through it. You say, I stayed, but it hurts. Wow. Okay, so then why you stay? I mean, I'm just questioning why you stay. I'm not telling you leave. I'm just saying, why did you stay if it hurts? Because one, you didn't tell your man to go cheat. You wasn't in the midst of being thought of while he was cheating. So, you know,
7 years.
Why did you put up with the hurt? And they grew up together in a great relationship. Their minds to their family. Okay.
Well, you know what? Not everybody can do that, Rhonda. Yeah. So, like I said, kudos to you. I'm serious. It's not to be sarcastic or anything. Kudos to you, because not everybody can do put that aside and say it's not the child's fault, and let's just co-parent and let's just work this thing out.
And you would think he loves her just that much to accept that.
I would think that.
He'd be like, okay, I ain't cheating on her no more. She done took that. Oh, wait a minute now. He probably looking at you side-eyed every day. One day, when the day you gonna snap.
You know, when the other shoe gonna drop. But no, he probably like, okay, you know what? Now she's a true ride or die.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's I mean. So like for the individual who's saying, like, I think it was Mackenzie, where she said she was embarrassed.
She was embarrassed. So she blamed herself.
But my thing is the individuals who did the cheating, they don't feel no type of way. They don't feel. Those are the individuals who should feel embarrassed. You know, who should feel some type of way.
Right.
You're feeling some type of way, and you was the victim.
Love Cutter asked you, how do I deal with that, because it hurts? It hurts. No, it hurts. That shit hurts. I've been cheated on. That shit hurts.
That's not something that you can just like a week or two, you just get over it, get past it. You can't even get over it. You can move forward, but how you do so, I think that's an individual thing. I don't think anybody can tell you how, right? I wouldn't be able to tell you how to get past that, because my thing is it's an individual thing. Yeah. I know there will be a trust issue that's there for a while.
The cheater blame you in an effort to make you feel worse. What? See, wait now, Mackenzie, wait a minute. Let me ask you what. let me ask this. I mean, no disrespect. However, for that person, your husband, was it your husband? Was it her husband?
I think she's a husband.
Okay, for him to cheat on you, was it something that you were lacking that he wanted that you wasn't willing to
give at home.
What I mean, because it's never one person's fault.
You know how you hear that, like they'll say, well, my wife wasn't showing me no attention, or it was an emotional thing. Like, was it something maybe that he was saying that you weren't giving?
Yeah, you wasn't listening to. Hey, Renee.
Hey, Renee.
We're talking about
consequences
of choices. And we just kind of touching on people that's been cheated on, and if they were cheated on, they stayed. Why did they stay?
Right. And right now we're just talking to somebody who actually
been cheated on and
stayed, but she still feels some type of way. So
yeah, not a husband. It was my first female relationship and wasn't secure in my sexuality. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do it. Cause and let me tell you why. It's not an excuse to cheat, which when that individual felt some type of way about you not being out, then they should have left you, and been done with the relationship. It wasn't an excuse to cheat on you. Mm-hmm. So that could have been, aborted. So, but now that you're saying it had a lot to do with your insecurities. And so people tend to be with a person, yet they see somebody else out there that's willing to be out. And I'm speaking for myself. I've been in several relationships where they hid me. They didn't want nobody to know that we were dating. People knew we were dating, but they didn't say they were dating me, and it hurt. However, I never looked at anybody else because I was always looking at that relationship, but it still hurt me that I was invested in a relationship that was scared to be out.
Say out loud.
Say out loud.
Yeah.
So I understand, not to say it's right for you to be cheated on, because the thing was, it sounded like to them, they felt like you were playing with their feelings and emotions because they were where they were.
Instead of saying to you, hey, I feel like this, and then, part ways and then do whatever they need to do.
Yeah. So, oh man, I said cheating is normal for her now. When you are new to the lifestyle, you can easily be manipulated. True, and it also depends on the person. You're absolutely right. When you get with somebody that cherishes you, loves you, set boundaries for the both of you. You can pretty much tell though. You know the person. Sometimes you just ignore them red flags. Like when she and I got together, she was looking at me sideways. She ain't say nothing because she said I was licking my lips at the damn screen, but I don't recall that. But she say I was flirty, and I don't consider that. I mean, but the thing at me sideways.
Yeah, but the thing is that I had to tell her how I felt.
Right.
In order for us to move forward, so I had to tell her how I felt. So, and at the time she was single, so it was okay for her to do. But if you wanted
doing it like that,
you was, and if you wanted to get with Jay, you couldn't have been doing all this.
Oh man, you know what? I don't see what you were saying, but because you spoke on what you felt,
right?
I worked on what I didn't see. I worked on what you felt that I didn't see to make sure I didn't do what she saw.
But it was her because she's like, okay, am I doing it now or I'm not doing it? Okay. Yeah. And I didn't want it to be like that, but
But when you care about somebody, you love somebody, right, you're gonna find a way.
You considered my feelings.
There you go.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't see it, I changed whatever I didn't see. I've always been the same me, She knew I was straight. She knew I was a straight female. Wait a minute, hold on, Mackenzie. Mackenzie said she knew. And say, wait, hold on. I pressed the button too far. She knew I was a straight female. She admitted to seeking me out. She knew my status beforehand. So therefore, Mackenzie, then that was on you. That was on you. Even though she said all that, you knew who she was and what she was about. Mackenzie, take ownership and accountability.
No, wait. Orlis, I'm listening. No, wait. So you said, okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
She said her girlfriend knew she was.
No, she said she knew
I was
she was straight.
I was a straight female.
She admitted to seeking her out.
Right.
So her ex
knew her status.
Knew that she could get over on her.
However,
Mackenzie didn't see it coming at the time. That's what she's saying.
Mackenzie, you know when a motherfucker flirt with you and want to get at you. You can say no.
No. She said she admitted to seeking her out. So that's what I'm saying. She sat and watched her.
Right.
She just admitted to her, not at the time, but she admitted to her seeking her out. So she didn't.
I sought you out. Did you give it to me on the first day? I sought you out. Did you give it to me on the first day? Stop lying. The point I'm trying to make is you still had a hand in with the yay or nay. You still was able to say yes or no. You let yourself. She carried herself like she was straight. You still ended up being with us regardless. So if she carried herself as straight and you was with her, that means you saw before it even got serious that she betrayed you. Right?
But by then she probably already had feelings.
She still was betrayed. So don't accept betrayal. If she betrayed you and who she was, if she betrayed you and who she was.
It took months.
But she had the ability to say yes or no. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, listen to your side and what you're saying. Both of y'all were at fault. It just.
She said she was bamboozled.
It wasn't just on her. It was on you as well. Is what I'm saying. She was hoodwinked.
She was led astray. I mean, astray, no. Not you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. But,
yeah. What's up, B?
Hey, B.
She said, and was. You are so cute. So that's what I'm saying. So you can't hold her fully accountable. Y'all both. You saw the red flags, but because you always catfish. You saw the red flag, but because of how you felt, you didn't ignore it. You just kept going with it, and because she showed you who she was in the beginning, she showed you who she was, and then when you really found out, you still stayed.
He said, "What's going on over here?"
we're actually talking about consequences of your choices, and we were talking about.
Actually, was just it led into we were talking about people being cheated on, and then some people have forgiven, and we was asking how they move forward. Some of them it resulted in outside children.
Yeah.
So we were just trying to figure out how did they, work their way through that.
Right.
So.
Right. What's up, what LB? What's going on? Hey, Shaky Russell. So. No, saying she was a whole married woman. She befriended me. Wait a minute now. She was married.
So she said so she perpetrated that she was straight.
Right.
She was married.
Right. Wait,
you need to start telling the whole story.
Yeah, come on. Come on. She was married to a man or a woman.
Yeah, she had to be married to a man because she said she perpetrated that she's straight.
Yeah, you right. Yeah,
she perpetrated that she was straight.
Okay.
So once it's
so she's
never the same.
So she was married to a man that she perpetrated that she was straight. Then she befriended you and just sought you out, and you just said, "Here I go," and you didn't say nothing or nothing behind.
Just kidding.
Turn it off. So and you just. What I'm saying, Mackenzie, is the conversation had to have been had. regardless if she perpetrated a fraud or not, she was a whole married woman. So you went in knowing who she was.
So basically, Mackenzie, you already knew she was a cheater.
Yes. That's basically what I was trying to say without saying it.
I mean, whether she was straight, narrow, gay, whatever.
She started off as my friend. It took about 10 months and no conversation. Mackenzie, she ain't just take it that way. Mackenzie, did she just take it from you? Come on now, cause y'all had you taking the word have conversation literally. But again, you had to find out where you was gonna be, what you was gonna wear.
Right, me.
How you was gonna, you had to find some stuff out before you did it. And before you got to this point,
I'm dead.
You ignored the red flag. That's what I'm saying. You ignored the red flag. So she didn't have to say what she had already knew. We were drinking one night as friends, then she took a shot, and so you gonna blame it on the alcohol? You gonna blame it on the alcohol? Blame it on the alcohol. Mackenzie, we ain't doing this one. This one, Mackenzie.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And V said there was no coming. She said there's no coming back from it. It's just the only thing left to say is goodbye.
Yeah. I would say anybody that have kids as a result of cheating, she said, well, nope, it was a whole situation. I ain't trying to hear you no more. I would say anybody that have kids as a result of cheating and still in a relationship, it's no longer about you and your spouse. It's about that child. The child has to pay for it, at the end of the day, because you trying to wiggle how to, what I want to say, spend time with the child, you're trying to make something. Okay, can it work? What you say?
She said
that's a cook goose. But let me ask this question: can it work with a child involved? My decisions may not be your decisions.
Right. But I know me. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it. And I wouldn't try to do it and then just to disrupt and cause even more.
Would you not do it because there's a child involved or because it was cheating done, period?
I mean, it's all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. But then that child is a constant reminder. It's a cheating. But then that's a double whammy because a child's involved now as a result.
The child brought a whole totally different dynamic to the relationship.
Absolutely.
So, Bob, let me ask this.
It's not something you can erase. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm basing it off of what I would and would not do. Mm-hmm. So, I'm talking to those that are actually going through it, and is it affecting you having a relationship with the child? Is it a constant reminder that your spouse went out there and did this? Can you? I'm just trying to see something.
I mean, the young lady who we had on here a minute ago, who she said she worked through with the baby moms, and they all a blended family now.
That's what I don't get.
But that's rare. That is, I think that's rare, because to me, I'm gonna be mad at. I know the only person I should be mad at is my partner.
Right.
But I'm gonna be mad at the partner. I'm gonna be mad at the person they cheated with. I'm not gonna be mad at the kid. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not, because the kid don't have anything to do. The kid does have something to do with it as a result.
Right.
But I wouldn't be mad at the kid because the kid didn't ask to be here.
Right.
But I'll be mad. So I don't know. So it's just best I just remove myself. I remember going to remove myself even
if there's a lot of things invested. Because a lot of people say on here it's because of time invested.
You know what though? That you're making excuses though. That's just an excuse. Just say you want to stay, but don't blame it on time invested, because if your time is so valuable, then why are you going to continue to waste it with that person who didn't respect your time or you?
Right.
So, no.
But see, it goes back to what we would and would not do. But
Right,
some
right.
people accept it. And then
Well, we did ask why. So some people
Yeah.
say this time, and okay. So some people say time that they invested.
but
So
the thing is,
then the
people
love
would
ain't
take,
so the love ain't there. It's time overrides the love.
yeah, it's the investment that the reason you're staying, and not because you love that person enough to work through it.
Hey, Miss Joy.
Hey, Miss Joy, based on the adults messed up, and sometimes the one that gets hurt the most. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, again, I say that I can't base it on what I would do, because I know what I've already stated the boundaries of what I wouldn't put up with.
Right.
Forgiveness is the key. Forgiveness is the key.
I can forgive, but that don't mean I have to stay with you.
Wait a minute. You should. What you say? You should care more about yourself than the time invested. Kels just came straight out the bed.
High five.
Over here, baby. Over here. High five.
I
over
did.
here, baby.
I did.
Okay.
I went high five. Boop.
What you say? B said something. B said.
Me going in.
B said, let's talk about time. Some don't understand the value in time. Period.
Yeah. I mean, because you gotta look at it like this. And I know everybody thinks different. I'm just saying this is how I look at it.
Okay.
Like some people, they say they've been married 20 years, right?
Okay.
Been married 20 years, partner cheats.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're saying, well, we've been married 20 years, I'm just not gonna let that go.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not you. So they didn't value and respect how long you guys, the length of the relationship and what you guys have. So why are you? I guess I know it ain't no tit for tat, but in this case, when it comes to cheating, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Especially if you're gonna bring it back up.
Right. And I know I would.
If
so it don't make no sense for me to say.
If I cheat on you and have a kid, you forgive me, and we work through our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Work through. Would you then find out why I did what I did? Would you ask me, well, why did you?
Oh yeah, all that. And like say,
what would
you,
be acceptable for you to accept it? What would be acceptable for me to be okay, for you to be okay with me doing what I did?
It's not. I just want to know. I'm not gonna say. This is me.
Right.
I'm just saying. This is Jay.
Right.
If you told me, well, you wasn't giving me any time, or you wasn't, I wasn't feeling
You wasn't active.
loved by you or whatever.
Yeah. You're just not active enough for me. When you just don't do enough for me.
Right.
You wasn't doing what you were doing in the beginning.
Right.
You're not doing it anymore.
Yeah. And see, but still, that doesn't constitute you going outside the relationship. But I still want to know why. Like some people, it doesn't matter why because it's already done. Why. But to me, I still want to know why. So not that I'm going to say that it's acceptable.
Right.
But I want to know.
Okay, once you know, then what? What, does it change anything? Once you, oh wait, let me just say this. So you saying we're gonna stay and work it out?
Right.
You gonna accept my child?
Right.
Okay. And I tell you why.
Yes.
After all of that,
right.
Then you can't bring it back up to me because
no, I feel like
you can't
absolutely.
You cannot make me what?
You're right because my thing is if I decide to stay and we're gonna work through it,
right?
Then I shouldn't keep throwing it up in your face,
right? Okay, so we don't want to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't cheat on me.
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about me.
Don't be bringing no little nappy kids.
We role playing right now. Just role playing.
But you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
That part. If I forgive you and I'm staying and we say we're gonna work through it, then I shouldn't throw it up in your face every time I feel like.
But would you work on what? Would you work on why?
I would take into consideration what you said.
Right.
Right. And I would take a step back and say, okay, if she's saying I wasn't doing what I was doing in the beginning.
Right.
Let me take a step back and let me just see and let me change a couple of things and see how this works out.
So would you do it because I said something, or would you do it because it's something you know you need to do?
Well, no. That's why I said I would take a step back and look at myself and say, when you say you stop doing what you did in the beginning, I will reevaluate what I've been doing.
So then now my question is, why did I have to go through all this just for you to do what you were supposed to have been doing in the first place?
Well, because some people get complacent.
So complacency is what, if you keep bringing it up, you haven't forgave that person.
Right.
If I had a problem and I had a hard time, wait a minute. If I had a problem, wait a minute. Hold on. You went up. Hold on. If I had a problem with that, I had a hard time not bringing it up. Okay. I had a problem with that. I had a hard time not bringing it up. Okay. I had to chop that up. That's gonna make the person feel some type of way, though. What you mean, Kev? What you mean? What type of way? They will always be scared that you will do it again once they fall short. Okay. So then, Kels, let me ask this question. So would you say it's worth staying and trying to work it out? Would you say you've broken the trust, you have that conversation before you cheat, period? It's an excuse. Exactly. Hey, Beverly. My time is bad. I don't like to be wasted, relationship, friendship, or marriage. Yeah.
So, like we're talking about how you said, okay, Jay, you know, you weren't doing what you were doing in the beginning.
Right.
But that's where it all comes back to. And not to say it's excusing anybody cheating.
Right.
But it all goes back to communication, you know, checking in and saying, you know, are we good? You know, is there anything that I should be doing or that I'm not doing? Is there something I need to work on? Take turns and saying, because we do that. We do that on the regular. We'll check in. We call it checking in. We don't just say, everything good? Okay, all right. We don't do that. She'll say, is there anything that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing? Is there something that I'm not doing that I should be doing?
Wait a minute. Would you say, every time you see that child, it reminds you of the affair, and if the child looks like the father, whoo, yes, Lord.
Yeah, that's why I said it's the young lady who said that she worked it out and he had 2 children. That's why I said it was big of her.
And then Kara say, I will always love that person, but it gives them the road to do it again if you accept it. Communication.
Thank you, B.
Wait a minute. You can just communicate your needs to them from the beginning instead of cheating. Not just communicating, but communicate effectively.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I was saying you have to check in with one another and see where you're at. And that's the way. Now, if you've been doing all that and they still do what they do, then, I mean, what?
And then Barb said if they cheated because you fell short somewhere, they should have told you before they cheated.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, now let me ask y'all. I'm being devil's advocate. For those, I'd say I'm the one that cheated, okay? Say I tell you, you know, and she don't hear me. I tell you.
So you're telling me where, you know,
I'm telling you what the problem
is. Relationship
is how I feel.
Yeah, right.
And then you hear me, but you're not hearing me.
So I hear you, but I'm not listening.
So wait, come on, Bob. So now what? B, well, come on, Kels, come on. But then I tell you how I feel, and you don't hear me. You don't hear me until I cheat. I cheated, but it wasn't getting what I was asking for in a relationship. That's what I'm asking right here, Barbara. That's what I'm asking.
Cheated, but it was because I wasn't getting what I was asking for in a relationship. Okay.
Do you write sticky notes? Now this ain't for us now. Wait, this not for us. We role playing. You asked them 210 people in here. Don't ask us. We good over here.
She said that's not a reason to cheat.
Wait, okay, let me see. She said, well, then it's better to move on than chat. That's still not a reason to cheat. But wait, boy, I'm going fast on it. Why hurt that person and make them feel less so? You should have just left cheating as an excuse. Yeah.
Well, V and Kel's going in.
I like this. Oh man.
It's better to walk away. Yeah.
Than cheat. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. You know, but some people do it because it's you know, y'all, it sounds good saying this, but people get the notion that they never get caught, and that's why it seems acceptable and the reason why they do it, because they feel like they never get caught. Then when you get caught, then it starts the blame game. Mm-hmm. You know,
right?
Well, you did this because, well, I did this because you didn't. Well, I did it. Well, you shouldn't have. And so then my question is, why is it doing this when ain't nobody's still not listening?
Right. And that's the thing is, what was it we was watching where they were going back and forth and oh goodness,
the movie Perfect Guy, when with Morris Chestnut and
it was
what?
Oh, it was Miss Pat. Remember when her and her husband was going at it, and their son was like, "God, y'all just stop!"
Oh yeah,
because y'all not listening to each other.
Yeah,
yeah, and so I don't know. Just instead of doing all that going back and forth.
Then I had to take responsibility for not paying attention and giving what was needed. They're not
there anymore. So emotionally, they're gone.
Once a cheat, always cheat. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Once a cheat, always cheat. They may not cheat with the same person, but they'll cheat again. I feel that. I do feel that. That's why I won't put up with it.
Yeah, especially for the individual who said he did it 6 times. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
6 times?
Yeah, he did it 6 times, and we're still together. What you mean 6 times? Shit, it wouldn't been a second time.
Try counseling if you're not being heard.
You know, Bob, the thing
some people don't, for some reason, some people don't believe in the counseling thing. They don't, you know, we as even people of color don't do counseling, you know, or even just men in general.
You say it's hard when you stay in a marriage and knowing your husband cheated, it really takes time. Yeah. Everybody can agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. However, you have these relationships where you get into a relationship, it's like this. You get into a relationship and then you're not with that person, then you get another relationship and that person just like the person you just left, only it's a different person. It's the same way with cheating. When you talk about cheating, you can say a cheater never, won't cheat again, or a cheater not always a cheater. However, it's going to be emotional cheating somewhere. Because if you got away with it once, you're going to feel like you can get away with it again. Sometimes they get to the point to where they feel like they're going to cut, then they back off. Mm-hmm. It's just what it is, you know. If you allow it the first time, it will be a second time. You know. Counseling doesn't always work. Cheaters will always have an excuse on why they did it. Yeah, if you allow it the first time, see, because what's going to have to happen is when you cheat on the individual, that person is going to have to leave you and you're going to be hurt because that person gone. So then when you end up with somebody else, that's when you're not going to cheat no more, because you're going to know what it's like to be hurt behind cheating, you know.
And it's unfortunate that it takes that for you to feel it. And remember, because I tell you, sometimes you got to make people feel it in order for them to actually feel what you feel.
Right.
Wow. Well, you know what? It just dawned on me, even though, like I said, I'm not telling you to leave your husband if you're still on here. But I ain't the one to gossip. But you said that he has 2 children, so he cheated twice that you know of.
Or he had children, with the same person or different women, 2 kids, 2, not 1. You would have 2. Wait, way unless they twins. Not necessarily true because some are not emotionally invested.
Yeah, some not. Some people are just, it's just a. My thing is, but why do it in the beginning?
Yeah, why do I go to that extreme?
Why do it? You know, why can't you just say, you know what?
This not working.
This not working because I don't want to cheat on you and I'm feeling some type of way about other people or this other individual or whatever you got to do. But at least you're letting that person know that they decide to stay and say, well, we can just, you know, work it out. But, you know, whatever.
Jay said, I ain't the one that got because of the benefits in the situation. Well, I mean, when you, Shandell, when you say benefits of the situation, can you elaborate? I mean, because it can't be money because you can make your own money. And I'm like this, as long as you can look up, you can get up. So if you can look up, you can get up. And if you can get up, you can start over. A lot of people don't want to start over. Believe it came back and now he's saying we are just friends, yet you're still cheating. Ooh, wow.
Don't come back around here. Yeah. My mom's telling back here, don't bring your ass back around here no more.
Yep. Benefits. Now, Kels, when you say benefits, what's the benefit?
No, that's what it's saying, question mark. Kels is questioning the person.
Yeah, I want to know what's the benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm going through right now. I'm having to growing hurts toward him. I mean, this is what I'm going through.
Okay, but
right
people are saying benefits.
Growing hurt
and you're saying benefits, but my thing is, so having benefits is being being disrespected?
Wait a minute. When she mentioned that people can just say that they want to leave instead of cheating, some people rent free, fast money for over sanity. I mean, I got you good. I got you. Yeah, I would stay instead of leaving because of what they have in a particular relationship, kids, etc. That's what's so crazy though, because everybody puts it off on kids and forget kids grow up.
But then but that's the wrong thing to do. You put it off on kids, but kids then they think that's normal behavior. Yeah. Then they grow up accepting being disrespectful.
Or being disrespectful.
Right. You know? I'm just trying to figure out, because you have child support, you have the means of putting child support, so you can't say the child ain't being taken care of. So I'm not understanding. So it's worth being disrespected. I mean, to have these quote unquote benefits, the benefits override being disrespected there.
Yeah, teaching kids to accept less.
Right.
Yeah. 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 And yeah, it's easy for me to talk about this, and you know, Jay, everybody knows Jay had, you know, grew up with her parents. She grew up with her dad and her mom. Me, on the other hand, I grew up with just my mom. You know, my biological father had my mom pregnant and another woman pregnant at the same time. So me and my sibling is 6 months apart. And, you know, then growing up, I didn't understand why my father wasn't in my life. And let me tell you what I'm getting at. You know, this is why when I talk about cheating, when you accept a person's cheating and you stay with that individual, you cannot stop that man or that woman, because women cheat too and have kids for men. Mm-hmm. You cannot stop that man or woman from being in that child's life, because like I say, it erases from what you've done, and then it involves the child. See, my father chose not to be a part of my life. I don't know what went on in the 70s between my mom and my dad and the other woman he had pregnant, my sister's mother. I don't know the situation. All I know is that he was not there. And my thing is if you're going to cheat on your relationship or your marriage, you do not get the right to walk out on the child that you produce. I don't care if your wife or your husband do not like that other significant other. I don't care. That child then comes first in that situation. See, because you're gonna have that child growing up hating you, or like me, I still feel to this day, never laid eyes on the man. And I still ask the question, why didn't he love me enough to be in my life? I thank God for my mom. I thank God for my godmother and my nanny. But I always still ask the question, why did my biological father love me enough to be in my life? So if you're out here making babies, cheating on your wife or cheating on your husband, and you crazy enough to have kids, do not make that child pay for your mistake.
Don't basically go to your significant other saying, well, you can't see the baby because it's not the baby's fault. But since baby brought it up, would your significant other, would your husband be so forgiving if it was you that got pregnant by another man and you had the baby living in the household with you? Because he was... Not to say it's okay, but with the man, the baby's still over there living with the mom over there.
Right.
But see, now the baby's in the midst. In the
household. Say it's a woman that had a baby for another man, and you if
the shoe was on the other foot, do you think your husband would be so forgiving?
Most men wouldn't.
Well, there you go.
You know. And I say, don't expect something from somebody that you know you won't do.
Right.
You know.
Or like you said, don't do something to somebody else that you know you don't want done to you.
That's what Bob said. A man wants accepted but wants you to. You know, I'm 52, y'all, and I still hurt. And the man been dead 30, 40 years. He been dead. And wait, 40, 50. He been dead 42 years, and I still hurt because I asked the question, why didn't he love me enough? And I would hate for somebody to have a baby and they have to deal with what I go through today. I wouldn't want no child growing up saying, well, my daddy don't want to be a part of my life, and the child don't know the situation where your daddy was just only with me because he was cheating, or your mama is on your mama. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't do that to that child. Don't do that to your child. You made that child, you make that child your first priority.
He said men would leave in a heartbeat. So that would be the question then. Yeah. If you want to, you know, if your significant other is asking for forgiveness, and say, well, let me ask you this, Tyrone. If the shoe was on the other foot, what would you do? Because that would be your answer. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's my only issue. People don't think about the child.
So you can't. That's why I'm saying it's not the child's fault. The child is a result of them cheating. Yeah. But you shouldn't make that
the child an excuse not to do it.
No, you shouldn't make that part of your deal of you staying is that they cannot see the child or have any interaction with the child because it's just not right.
Yeah. The thing is, you know, like my mom told me, you know, she said I did what I thought was best for us. She said us, me, she and I. You know, she didn't want to be in that foolishness, which I understand at 52. I didn't understand it at 10. I didn't understand it at 18. I didn't understand it at 25. You know, I didn't come to a really understanding of the reason why she made the choices she made until I got older. But I wouldn't want a child to have to wonder. That shit hurt. That shit hurts. Growing up.
But see, even if so, you being, say, 42 or whatever, or 52 or whatever, 32, whatever, it's still, even if he was to come to you and say, well, my current wife wouldn't allow me, you're going to still have something to come back with, a counter and say, but how you going to let her dictate to you not to take care of me.
Because my father should be man enough to say, that's my child.
That's what I'm saying. So if he was to come and tell you, you would still have a counter to come back and say, you know what I mean?
Because I would tell him, be man enough. You made me. Take care of me.
Right.
Be a part of my life.
Right. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah, I would say that. Your choices of what you did had nothing to do with me. It only affects me because now I'm here.
Right.
So I don't care what you do with that woman. I don't care what you do with that woman. What I care about is what you do with me.
Right. So.
And so be a part of my life.
Right.
Be a part of my life. I mean, that's just what it is. I need a daddy that's gonna walk me, that's gonna teach me things of what say something happened to my mom, you know. I need a daddy that's gonna, you know, have my back with boys. I need a daddy that's gonna walk me down the aisle. I need a daddy.
Right.
I need a daddy. I don't need just my mom. I need my mama and my daddy. But unfortunately, my father passed at 10. And he left his ass away from here 10 years. He was in this, I was on this earth 10 years. And he still didn't, he knew he had another child out here. And didn't be a part of my life. Yeah, that shit, it still hurt at 52. It still hurt, yeah. Yeah, it still hurt. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get past, but y'all want me to get past it now. I'm gonna get past it though. Yeah.
What does that mean? There's no getting past. You can work through it, but there's no getting past. You know, because when people say that, it feels like you're saying, "Well, get over it." All right.
Well, I grew up with people telling me that. Yeah, he's not there, get over it. You ain't past it.
But you have yours.
Yeah, and I found myself saying that to my sister.
You have yours, so that's why you.
I tell that to my older sister. Well, he was in y'all life,
right?
You know, well, he was in my baby sister's life. What about me?
Right.
What the hell did I do so bad? But then they'll say it wasn't you, it was your mama, or it wasn't you, it was this one over here. None of that still had nothing to do with me.
Right.
So yeah.
You telling me other people problems.
Yeah.
We said walk through it, not around it.
Yeah, man. Look here. All I say is, put your child first. Put your child first. If there's any children as a result of the consequences of the choices you made, if there's children involved, put your children first. Mm-hmm. That's it.
What's up, A&W?
What's up, A&W? So other people said the reason why they stayed is because of what's invested.
Right.
And somebody said money, cars. Money, cars.
It's funny that only one person actually said that they stay because they love their spouse. Everybody else is saying other stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody said they stay because they love them. They said time, what was invested, kids, money, this, that.
Yeah.
But there's only one person here who actually was honest enough, and she said, because I love him.
Yeah. So I just, he said mom and dad's message kept him away from you. You know what, that's still not an excuse. He still knew he had me here. So come hell or high water, if I had a child or had a child out there somewhere, come hell or high water, ain't nothing gonna keep me from that child. I don't care who messes is what. When you care about your baby, you ain't gonna let nothing or nobody come between. So that's not an excuse. He can't get away. I ain't gonna let him put that off on my mama. Nah. He knew he had her when she told him I existed. Once she told him I existed, then it was for him to be in my life. Not for her to have to make him be in my life. So, wait, let me see something. He said, what do you do if they just get caught cheating on the phone? That's a good question.
I mean, it's still the same thing. I don't care.
But it's just on the phone. It's not actually.
I don't care. I'm okay. Well, look, then there's a conversation to be had.
Thank you, Munchkin.
If they're just cheating on the phone, quote unquote, to me that's emotional cheating.
Yeah.
So to me that's just as bad. But
so everybody's saying cheating is cheating.
Right.
Everybody's saying cheating is cheating. Everybody. Mental connection is almost worse.
Because the thing about it is, you just caught them on the phone. But if you wouldn't have caught, it probably would have led up to. You see what I'm saying? You probably caught it in the beginning that it was just on the phone because that's probably how it started.
Right.
But if you wouldn't have caught it,
no, it started in person.
Well, yeah, because you had to get
it started in person. Then it led to the phone, and then when the phone, then that's when it leads to
the others
getting together.
Yeah.
So it entertaining is cheating.
Right. I'm with you, sugar baby. Yeah, he's that individual is entertaining.
He said I'm going to the phone. What you mean I'm going to the phone? Oh, women are emotional. If you have a heart, you have us. Let's see. Wait a minute, what you say? He said, when I found out my son's father was cheating, I packed his stuff and told him he can still see his son, but he was not welcome in our home anymore. So then lady 6201, what happened after that? Even though you did that, did he continue being in the child's life?
He said phone lock, can't get in. You better use that facial recognition.
So sometimes that's where you start first on the phone. I say it's in person because you have
you had to end up getting that person's phone number somehow.
You have to get the phone
but
number. Yes.
They're having conversations going back and forth.
Yeah.
So
he saw him until he was one, moved to Florida. Wow. See, that's not on you, so don't blame yourself. And you know that's for your son and his father to deal with.
Right.
That is
because you put it out there.
You did your part.
You told him he can still see his kid.
Yeah. So that rest of that's on him for not being in that child's life. Yeah. Oh, to 10. Yeah. Once two people have admitted they're attracted to each other, it's over with. People doing some other online, so people may not have met yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But it still starts with a picture. Happy Jackie. It still starts
somewhere.
With somewhere.
Yeah.
It didn't just start with the phone. That person had to have seen you or swap numbers because they seen you. They ain't gonna just swap numbers because you see a bunch of numbers going across the screen. Say, give me your number. I think I might want to flirt with you. And man, you might look like Duck the Ruck back there.
But yeah, if you're entertaining, I'm like sugar baby. If you're entertaining someone via
and you
text
know you and you know
stuff,
you're doing it
and all that stuff. Oh, you know you're doing it. Somebody say they don't know they're doing it. They just you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So so kudos to the person that say they stayed, stayed in it, and everybody gets along. What she said?
Yeah, she said the baby mom. She said they all discussing they just one big happy family.
Yeah.
So they co-parent.
And so in other words, she's gotten past it because they've been together 37 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I asked her, I said, well, how did you work through it? And she was saying that with God on her side, but she said she loved him. They I guess they did childhood girlfriend and boyfriend or whatever. Right. She said ever since they were teens or whatever. So she said, and I love him. So she's the only one that admitted that that's the reason why she stayed.
So does the love go anywhere?
It depends on the individual.
So y'all, those of you that's been cheated on, do your love shift for the individual once you've been cheated on? What's going on, Latrice? Does your love for the individual shift once you've been cheated on? Or the binder say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love doesn't shift, but the trust does. Mm-hmm. Trust is broken in years. You start to become somewhat numb.
They going fast now.
Yeah, love or no love, I'm gone. Yes, no, it takes more than that for the love to go away. Yes, and there's no trust. Okay, so if you don't have trust, Okay, okay.
So if you don't have
love and trust is two different things.
Right.
Okay, so if you don't have trust, how do you regain that trust? How do you regain that trust if you're gonna always think that they're cheating?
That's for the cheater to do.
Right.
So that's an assignment, right? For the cheater.
I'm asking the people that been cheated on.
Right.
How do they trust again? Even though I know the cheater has to work double time, but what is it? My thing is, as the person that's being cheated on, what is it that you're expecting that the cheater has done for them to change to not cheat?
No, there you go. That's put better. I mean, I like the way that you put it instead of like, how did you get? Because to me, the cheater has to prove all that. So,
right.
So I like the way that you said it.
Yeah, you may never trust that person. You can't get the trust back. Okay, you may never trust the person. Okay, they will take a lot of work. Okay, what else? Come on, y'all, come with it, because I'm trying to figure out something. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see if somebody's gonna give me the answer that I'm looking for. My ex cheated years. The first year started settling my exit plan up. That's it. I had to. It took time, but it's still in the back of my mind. They have to work to regain the trust. Trust can be regained in my case. Not out of my sight. Now, Reggie, when you say not out of your sight, Reggie, I need you to elaborate a little bit more. Difficult, a lot of work. Not easy. Okay. That's what you were always expected. Marriage counseling, where their friend leads and or forget seriously, that person has to work, build the trust again. Once the cheater owes the cheater, I'm done. You have to move forward and heal. Okay, so how do you know you healed? They have to prove themselves. Okay, Kel, what? Okay, that's the question I'm asking, Kel. You have to prove yourself. Now, to prove yourself, what does that person have to do to prove themselves?
What does that require?
What does that entail? Yeah.
Right.
What does that entail to prove themselves? Like, because you can't say not cheat again, because that's too easy.
Well, that's too general. I mean, you have to, it's other...
Reassurance? Okay. Okay, now somebody say reassurance. Okay. Sugar baby, you say reassurance. What do you mean by reassurance? Somebody will tell you they love you every day, love you all day, call you all day, what they got to do for reassurance? Let's see, McKinsey said you have to communicate. Whatever the cheater claimed made him cheat has to be worked out. Okay, let me read that again. You have to communicate. Whatever the cheater claimed made him cheat has to be worked out. Okay, so whatever he say what made him do it,
y'all need to work on it.
She needs to work on it so that he won't do it again. Let me see what Carol's saying. Let me see. Show different affection, romance. But hey, Carol, once a person get cheated on, it's kind of hard for them to. If somebody cheat on me and I'm trying to work through it, the person, I ain't gonna run to the bed. I ain't finna run to the bed. You ain't finna be touching on me. You ain't finna be kissing on me. Cause I'm always think you didn't had your lips somewhere else. So make sure the other person all the way around honest. I mean, how would you really know? Let's see, really, nothing is hard. You gave your heart once to break it, just don't trust. Not sexually. Okay, but you gotta elaborate, Kels, what you're saying, because physically, I don't want you touching me if you've already touched someone else. Okay, so what other reassurance am I gonna get? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So my thing would be, you would have to basically start all the way from square one.
Like you're dating.
Like you're dating all over again.
Yeah.
And start to build it up from there. And it's a slow process. So you can't expect, all this.
Right. Okay, now Kel said make you feel safe. Kel, I was already feeling safe before you cheated. So how am I not safe and you cheated? So How you gonna make me feel safe and I was safe to begin with?
They have to be completely open. What did Gail say?
Wait. What Gail said? Let's see.
They have to be completely open, be okay when I feel insecure, when I ask questions, whereabouts.
All right now, Gail. Come on, Gail. Okay, now, Gail, when you say ask questions about whereabouts, what do you mean? Like, if I said I'm going to Cheddar's and I end up at
well, you've been gone too long.
And no. I've been at Cheddar's, but I end up at Saltgrass, and you call me and you ask where I'm at. I said I'm at Saltgrass. Then you turn around and say, well, you told me you was going to Cheddar's. That's a whole argument right there. So why do I got to tell you my whereabouts when I told you where I was going to begin with, and I may have changed my mind, or Cheddar's may not have what I wanted, so I went across the street to Saltgrass. So
communicate.
Huh?
You have to communicate that. I mean, you did that.
Miss D said that takes too much energy.
You know what? That does, but for people who want to work through it, to me, whatever I ask of you, and you want to work through it, and you want me to stay.
But you're asking.
No. No. Listen.
Okay.
And I've heard this from when I watched one of those marriage boot camp things, and they actually said, if that's what she requires. That's what she requires of you, and you want it to work, then that's what you need to give. You see what I'm saying? So say like you said, you
right.
want a Cheddar's, right?
Right. And
okay,
and
you get there and you say they don't have what I want. Then you need to call me because that's what I ask of you. You need to call me.
But what if I'm not thinking to call you?
You know what?
What? No. See, I said, okay. In my mind, I ordered some fish and some macaroni and cheese and then Cheddar's and pissed me off because they got one and don't have the other two. Now I'm pissed off because they could have called me and told me they didn't have. So now I've got on my mind that I want fish. I ain't thinking about you. That I gotta pick up the phone.
That's what led to it.
And
you know what?
But wait. So only thing on my mind is say, damn, let me hurry up and get the Saltgrass before they close. Because I got to get on the phone. I got to call Saltgrass. Hey, look, I want fish. I want macaroni and cheese. So then I get over there. I'm not thinking of to pick up the phone and call you and say,
you know what?
You know what, Cheddar's?
That's what led up to you having an affair. You wasn't thinking about me.
No.
Listen to what I'm saying. But listen to what I'm saying.
No.
Listen to what I'm saying. You put all. See, this is the whole problem right here. The individual put all that thought process into cheating, but you don't want to put all the thought process into working it out. See what I'm saying? You put all that thought process into, hey, Shaquita, I'm going to meet you at 8 o'clock over here, Oh, you can't make it? Well, let's make it 7:30. You can put all that thought process into getting that ass, but you can't put all that thought process into working on our marriage. So if it's so hard for you to do, then don't stay.
I'm saying that I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about my fish.
I'm just saying, if that's what is part of the requirement of whoever got cheated on, if that's what she's asking, and you decide to stay, that's what you gotta do.
I understand it. I understand what you're saying. But at that particular time, say okay, do you want better? Say I left my phone in the car. And I go over to Cheddar's. Now you ain't tripping that my food ain't at Cheddar's. You ain't tripping my food ain't at Cheddar's. I go over here to Saltgrass. You ain't tripping that I'm over here at Saltgrass. I forgot my phone in the motherfucking car, and you called me, and I said, well, I'm at Saltgrass. Well, you told me you was going to Cheddar's, and why you didn't ask me on that? Because I knew you was at Cheddar's when I called the first time.
But you brought that on yourself by cheating. You see what I'm saying? You brought that on yourself by cheating. For me not to trust you, who did that? You. Don't turn that back around.
Hey, y'all, 241 of y'all, we role playing.
We role playing.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Do y'all get what I'm saying? So
the person being cheated. Wait a minute. Okay, now, y'all going fast now.
Yeah, somebody said you brought that on yourself.
Okay, let's go back down here to Mackenzie. And then it said the person being cheated say what you need to be reassured. Carly says it depends on how many years you've been put into the relationship, working things out because sometimes as the ANW say, never associate with that person again. Or ANW say just fuck it. They say when you cheat you can't leave your phone. What you mean? It's what you mean? My phone messed up. let's see. Moving forward with total honesty. That's what. Let's see. That's why you can't have it one without the other. Okay, one without the other. They need. It's their responsibility. Your word is all you have. Trust is a big thing.
Right.
It's just a phone call away. That's something. But Michaela wasn't thinking. You brought that on yourself. Tell me what made you. God damn, y'all going in. You can play
that game. Oh no, we ain't playing that. No.
You have to suffer the consequences of your action.
Again.
That's the consequences of your choice. Yeah. Wait a minute. Best predictor what? Best predictor of the future behavior is past behavior. You gotta change. Woo! Issues must be. Oh man. And easy wrestling. What do you think that you cheated? On to the next. Okay, y'all. I'm just saying, if I decide to go to Childers and Childers ain't got what I want, and I go to Saltgrass, I mean, eventually, hey, after I get my food out of Saltgrass, I'm gonna call her when I get out. You know, I had to leave Childers and come over here to Saltgrass and get my food.
No, so that's different. But that's different if you pick up the phone and you say, hey, I'm over at I'm over at Saltgrass.
No, I've done all that, and I'm on my way home, and I called you and I tell you.
But you called and you told me. I didn't have to find out. Like, sit up here and call you 4 times or 3 times and you don't pick up the phone. You actually picked up the phone and said, hey, this is the deal. Okay, we're starting to build trust there because you're telling me your whereabouts if that's what I asked you to do.
Is that if you want them back, you would do what it takes. You have to do to win them back. I just feel
to me, like somebody said, that's too much extra. I think it's too much extra. I wouldn't. That's why I couldn't stay, because I'm not gonna sit up here and babysit you. I'm not doing that.
You gonna babysit me, damn it.
You ain't gonna cheat, damn it.
You sure. You better be calling Jay when you change your destination. You don't want to. This is role play. Mackenzie, tell these people this is role play.
Mackenzie said I'm role playing too. I'm the therapist.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right. But you know what? It takes a lot. To me, it's very grown and mature of you if you can say, I can't deal with it. At least you're saying, you're letting that person know, I'm not gonna be able to deal with this. You know what I mean? Then I'd rather not talk, because I know I would probably end up throwing it up in your face when we get in an argument. So you know what? I don't no.
But I mean, some say that like that, because some people want that stuff to work.
Well, no, that's what I said. Yeah. I said, if you know you can't deal with it, but if you want to work it through and you're that type of person, kudos to you. But some people are not built that way.
Right. Like
the lady who said that, they've been together for, a long time and they're working. That's what I said, oh, kudos to you. And I wasn't being sarcastic. I mean, hey, that's cool.
But you can deal with not having them. But but can you deal with not having them?
I would get through it. I was brought into this world alone, so.
That's cliche. She knows she would cry sometimes.
No. You know what? The thing about it is, I'm not saying it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Cause you've been cheated on, so.
Yeah. I've been cheated on.
So how did you? It hurt.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So while you were, away from him, then
I got pain.
You cried a lot, right? You cried a lot.
I cried, but you know what? When I caught myself crying, let me tell you, I thought about what he did, and then I got mad, so I stopped crying, and then you know what I mean. So I got through it.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I'm not saying that it's not gonna hurt. Of course, it's gonna hurt, but. To me, that's I
don't know. I'm just say. So Jay, did you stay when you got cheated on? Tell the people the truth, baby.
What part?
Tell the people to just turn on some lights so they can see you now. So they can see you now. Let's turn on some light. Hey.
No, it depends on what you. It depends. What you talking about?
So did you stay when you got cheated on?
I did. But you know, no. But see, I threw it up in his face though. That's what I'm saying. I've been there. I threw it up in his face. So my thing is, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to, like, the Jay now. That you talking about the 20-something-year-old Jay?
Okay. Because say what made you stay? See, you got to answer these questions. She ain't gonna just spit it out there.
But you know what? What made me stay was because I thought, again, this is the 20-something-year-old Jay. I thought I can change him. Not realizing it ain't got nothing to do with me. He has to be willing to change himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I just love him so much. I know I can change him. I can fix him. It ain't got nothing to do with Jay. So that was a 20-year-old, Jay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I threw it up every chance that I got. It was like rolling dice. I threw it up. So.
And so you got tired of throwing it up and arguing about it.
Right.
Okay.
Because as soon as I brought it, we got.
When they say I will throw it up, that's why I can't be with you. We will both be miserable.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh man, high school sweetheart cheated on me. I tried to continue, but I never trusted him, so I was done.
Yeah. It's like somebody said earlier. It's never going to be the same anymore. It's not going to be the same. That's even just almost like, I'm not comparing cheating to friendships, but you know how like when you get into it with a friend and then y'all have this big thing and y'all don't talk for a while, then when y'all finally come back together, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
So it's the same thing with cheating. It's just not going to be the same. It's just like.
But to that nature of the friendship, I think the friendship can reconcile quicker than being cheated on.
Depending on what it is. Depending on what it is.
Yeah. I mean, because I've experienced, the change in friendships. Mm-hmm. It's a couple of friendships I missed. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm skeptical of what I say when I say what I say. And I'm like, should I say that? Or should I do this? And, okay.
Yeah.
I feel a difference.
Yeah.
I feel a difference.
Because I don't want to rock the boat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I'm happy that
we're talking again.
Yeah, we're talking again. Yeah. And it's even worse because we did not live in the same household. So when he was not home, I was. What you mean? Happy? What you mean? Elaborate on that. I like this conversation. More of the story. Don't cheat. Man or woman. Man over there, what's up, TLC?
What's going on, TLC?
We got less than 30 days.
Have you ever started having feelings for a friend that you were confiding in? Not me. What? Have you ever started having feelings for, almost kind of like when we were talking about just either today or was it yesterday when I said, like, have you ever fell for a friend? Have you started having feelings for a friend? So they're asking, have you ever fell for somebody that you confided in? Like, not, a friend, not going back to an ex, like.
Oh, not a friend.
No, just a friend. Like,
okay.
I don't want to bring you up but I'm just saying, just like Terry or So-So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what they're saying. That's what they're asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, okay. And if you cheat, expect to have to work your ass off to
gain it back. Right.
Trust.
And you shouldn't complain about what's required of you if you decide you want to stay. Because
I just feel like you ain't got to do all that extra.
But you did that to yourself.
I understand that, but if we're gonna start over, we start over. Me having to prove myself every day.
Every day. Like I said, I'm not.
Well, let me pick up the phone because Jay might get mad if I don't call her at 5:03.
You ain't gotta. No, you call.
Come on, man.
You're not calling me because I ain't gonna be around. Every day I got to call you at 5:02. If I'm 5:01 or that's required of you, like to me, I think that's too much. That's why I say I couldn't stay in a relationship because I'm not gonna babysit you. But if that's required by whoever is staying in the relationship and they want to work it out, then
it's when you say shit. Okay, let me ask this question. Once a person's cheated, how long?
Somebody said not forever, just until you guys are.
Oh, I did this. So, say once a person's cheated, how long before I can be with you?
Physically?
Yeah. How long you gonna make me wait?
Oh, you want to be with me too?
How long you gonna make me wait? I'm trying to.
You know what? There's no time on it. It would just happen. But that's when I feel comfortable enough and safe enough to be back with you.
What if you don't feel it?
You have to wait till I feel it again.
What if you never
There's no
feel
time.
it?
I can't say, well, 30 days. No.
She say, TikTok, she say, get somebody else to do it.
I'm just saying.
Until I can trust you again. What if you never trust? What if you never trust?
I mean, if there's no trust there, like if you cheat and there's no trust there, then really there's nothing to work through.
I don't want to be with you.
No, but I don't want to be with you. You don't want to be with me. You want to be with her. You was with her. You was with Shaquanda. You go back over there with Shaquanda.
Then if you want me over there with Shaquanda, then why you agreed to stay?
No. No. I'm saying if there's no trust there,
Right.
I wouldn't stay.
Shit. She ain't playing fair, y'all. She look right, go back over there. Jackie, you supposed to be on my side. You supposed to be on my side and her. Oh man. I just go with Shaquanda. And then she gonna spell it out.
Shaquanda.
But you think there's no way the hell I would sleep with the person that cheated on me? Never. No. Shaquanda. What you say, everyone's feeling is different. But if you want the relationship, you would do the work to gain trust.
Right.
Now, Renee, but my question is, while we working and healing, how long you gonna make me wait before we can be together? Like together. I mean, how long you gonna make me wait?
We're gonna start dating again.
I
mean, that's almost like when we started dating. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, well, in 30 days I'm gonna give you some. You just waited until I was able to.
But yeah.
Don't do it. I'm out.
90 days. What if 90 days come along and then you still not feeling me? So I'm just saying.
I think it just has to happen organically. It just has to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
until it feels like we are in the same headspace intimately.
Oh,
until
there you go.
She is secure in y'all relationship.
Well, yeah, we talked about, because somebody said, do you consider why they cheated? We talked about that earlier, about cheating, like why a person, like you have to get down to the bottom of it of why they cheated. Some people don't want to know why you cheated. But
because you would never lose chemistry. It's not a time limit. Okay.
Yeah. There's no time frame. You can't do that, because then to me it's not organic. You know what I'm saying?
What movie was that, y'all, where somebody cheated and they end up sleeping together? Was that Jungle Fever? And they ended up sleeping together and the lady was crying because she knew her husband was cheating. And
I didn't see
that Jungle Fever? She ain't seen Jungle Fever, y'all.
Oh, you want to go there?
Tell her she done lost her card again.
No, you don't. Y'all, we don't want to get started.
And she was crying because she was stuck with her husband, but she was crying and didn't actually want to be with him, but you know. You can never recover from discern when you part away. Yeah. It was Jungle Fever.
Wait a minute, did she say, did what's her name just say you mixed the magic stick with what? A&W? That was A&W. She said something about the magic. You mixed the magic stick on the hot pocket in unfamiliar territory.
That's a good one. Oh man.
Oh my God.
That was a good one. Wow.
She's in the hot pocket.
Oh man.
Shoot. You stupid, A&W.
Because you called it a hot pocket the other day when you was explaining something. You said it the other day when you. Yeah, I forgot how you said it though, but you said something about sticking that in a hot pocket. You did. I didn't.
Oh, I thought it said spoon. I said the spoon in the bowl.
But you said hot pocket.
I did.
Yeah. Woo, man.
That was funny.
Oh man, but y'all, this was good.
You stupid, A&W.
Just because you cheated on one another, you never stop loving that person. Yeah, you right. I don't know. That's just one of my boundaries.
Okay. I have a question real quick. Then where does the love go? Like, say for instance, I mean, if I cheated on her, so you're saying I'm still in love with her? I might love her, but I don't think I'm no longer in love with her if I cheat on her.
So if she cheated after you cheated, would you forget? Well, see, that's the thing, Happy Jack. That's a boundary for me. Once you cheat on me, it's a wrap. I ain't trying to figure it out. I don't want to know why.
Well, no, they're asking. Say you cheated,
right?
And then she's saying,
and then you cheat.
Then I cheat.
No, it's a wrap.
So if I stayed after you cheated, and then I cheat, you would leave me.
I wouldn't even put myself through that.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't put myself through that. The kitty cage. Stop that, A&W.
You can read it out loud.
The kitty cage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put myself through that because if I'm bold enough to cheat, then I'm bold enough to leave you alone.
Right.
Yeah, you know. Would you say Tina Turner said what's love got to do is another thing but secondhand emotion?
So the hot pocket and magazines and a new bowl and forks.
No love lost. But you want her to forgive you. No, Happy Jack, my thing is if I get to the point to where if I thought about cheating, the relationship is over. I wouldn't even be in a relationship. That's a boundary for me. You know, the lying and cheating are the two set boundaries for me.
Yeah. Would you say lying and cheating?
Yeah, lying and cheating, that's two things I cannot and will not put up with. It ain't no coming back for that. And then the thing is with me, is if I have any issues, I'm a communicator, so I can tell you what's wrong and what I'm not happy about. You know. And what I love about our relationship is we constantly, what did she say last month? Muffin. I'm a communicator. I will tell you what's bothering me. You know, what I love about us is that we constantly talk. We talk, and talk till we both fall asleep. We just talk.
Oh yeah, until we both fall asleep. We might fall asleep on each other sometime.
Yeah.
The other person might start to snore, but we end up talking like at night.
Mm-hmm.
When our head hit the pillow, we're talking.
Yeah.
Like we might talk about the live today. We might talk about other things that we thought about after the live today. But we'll talk about like, oh, how you feeling,
right.
Or whatever.
Right.
So we're constantly talking.
Yeah, and the thing is with me, I'm always telling her, she told me to stop doing it, but I always thank her. I thank you for coming into my life. Man, I thank you for not, cheating on me. Or man, I thank you for not. I'm always thanking her, and she always says, "Stop it."
I said, "Who does that? Who thanks somebody for not cheating on them?" I'm like, "Oh my God, that hurts. That hurts me so."
I apologize.
No. I'm saying that hurts my heart. Like as far as that you feel like you have to say, "I thank you for not cheating on me," because she's been cheated on so many times that she. I don't know, but it's like you deserve for somebody not to cheat on you. You deserve to be loved. You
don't want to get complacent. You want to be consistent in expressing. Some people have a hard time expressing, especially men. Men have a hard time expressing how they really feel. Men express by buying gifts and
thinking that it's going by the way out.
Men don't know how to express with "I love you" and "you're my world" and you're my eternity. They don't express like that.
Right, so. I get it. She said it's called appreciation. I get that. Yeah. Like I said, the thing about it is, like she said, I thank you for coming into my life. And I say, well, no, we came into each other's life. We came into each other's life when we both needed each other. You know, so it's not just her, it's me as well.
Then why you don't tell me thank you?
I
tell you thank you every day.
I tell you thank you.
I tell you thank you every single day. I'm just playing.
I hate this house.
Oh,
but yeah, so I tell her, you know, I let her know. I say, you know, when she says thank you, and I'll be like, but don't thank me.
Right.
We came into each other's lives at the right time, so it's not me, it's us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you know, I'm just appreciative. That's all.
I understand. I understand. That's why yesterday when I told you, I said I appreciate everything that you've done for us, not for me, but for us. So yeah. What's up, DC?
Oh, you see? Oh, you went back. Hey, 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 DC, I learned this thing.
Hey. Uh-oh.
So you.
Call him.
Yeah, tell him I'm still on live. Yeah. Tell him I'm still on live. My love is
Bomb, baby. Wait a minute.
I bet how it go. I'm getting it, y'all. I'm learning it, y'all.
Here.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Talk to them till Hey.
You say, what'd you say? Hold on. You have to be chemistry inclined in order to be like Swain and Jay.
Well, I don't know what you meant when you said that.
This is so special.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go and get on your house. I know. They won't call my baby. That's what he told the children he was doing.
Oh.
Oh! No, we're not on vacation. I came to see my mother. We spent time with my mother today. We had fun today. We had to get somebody.
Let me tell y'all what happened today. Okay, we went to go eat lunch with Mom, right? And so the place we went to go eat lunch. You know, a person comes in with a little kid. The kid looks probably about like 3-4 years old.
You still had a diaper on.
Yeah. And so she was trying to get him to sit down. I think it was a grandmother. And she was at the counter. And she had one of those walker things where you can sit, and so she's trying to get him to sit there. Well, he tightened up and he started screaming. When I say he screamed, he went from like this to different levels.
He was kicking, boy.
And so, I mean, he was light skinned, so he was red, and he was just doing like this, and he was just screaming at the top of his lungs. So I told Baby, I said, please, go see what you can do. You know, help her out, because he was kicking her, and she was elder.
So, I went and grabbed his little leg.
So she went and got him and took him outside.
I said, do you mind if I take him outside? No, come on, baby, let's go. And my mom,
I thought Baby was gonna do him like
this. Wait, and my mama screamed. What my mama said?
Yeah, her mom said, and if that don't work, let me know when I come out there.
I said, I'm 52 and still scared of this woman.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he needed a meeting.
Yeah.
Right. And so Baby, she talked to him, because sometimes
they just need somebody.
They need somebody else that they don't know. Like Grandma, he probably knew that Grandma wasn't going to do too much, in front of everybody. And so when Baby took him outside, let me tell you, when he came back in, it was a totally different kid. Okay, but then she brought him over to her mom.
I said, come let me show you who my mama is.
Yeah.
And so my mama grabbed him. She grabbed him in that bear hug.
Yeah, she did. She grabbed him real tight.
She grabbed him tight, and then she was talking to her. I said, now see, you lucky, because my mama would have had me up outside. I said, baby, I'm 52 and scared of this lady. And the man behind him was saying, yeah, my mama would have had, what he said, my mama would have told me a whole new tale. Oh, man. Wait a minute, they say, hi, this is Ann. Is her mother named Denise Taylor? No. I don't know who knows Denise Taylor.
But that's what happened today. And so then after we had lunch, then that's when I told them, I said, well, you guys, what did I say you did? I said, you did your what for today?
A good deed.
Yeah, so y'all did your good deed for today. So
I was just glad my mama wouldn't. If my mama would have had to get up out of, I think it'd have been if my mama would have had to get up out that chair to take care of that child, it would have been a different story. It wouldn't have been no bad hug.
Sometimes, I know in this day and age, it's kind of rough to walk up to somebody and they don't know you and you ask them, can you? But sometimes, like mothers, grandparents, sometimes they're overwhelmed, and if you can just kind of sometimes, if lend some comfort to the kid or whatever it may be, I say do it if you can. I like that because today it took me to a different level, and I was seeing him, and he just kept.
It was so gorgeous.
It was going up, like he just kept going up an octave, and it was getting louder and louder. And so I said, baby, can you go over there and see what you can do?
He had some beautiful green eyes, green or blue eyes. He was black. He had reddish. He was bright skinned,
like sandy
reddish hair, and green or blue eyes. This baby beautiful, Lord.
Oh yeah, some people need help for sure. Yeah, and they're not gonna ask, but if you can, especially when you see it, just kind of. I think she was just like, yeah, please.
Then I said, what's his name? He said Chuck. I said Chucky.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Then she said, oh, that gave a whole new meaning.
You gave Chucky a whole new meaning. Chucky. Oh man.
Yeah, the child, I think he probably was like 3.
Yeah, he had a pamper on, look like, Chucky.
You say it sound like he was spoiled. You know what? I don't know.
But he came in quiet. He came in
quiet, but then I don't know what transpired, because she was over there at the counter paying for food, and she wanted him to sit down is what it was. Well, he stiffened up. And she tried to get him to sit down, but when she picked him up like this to put him down, he stiffened up. Yeah. So she was holding on to him, and it just went like that.
That's your brother-in-law nickname? Chucky! Chucky's grandson, whatever, something. I said, baby, you gave Chucky a whole new meaning.
So that was our thing.
But we finna go get us some crawfish. I'm finna go get me 3 pounds of crawfish from Tia Juanita's.
I'm gonna go get me some tacos.
She finna go get her some shrimp tacos or chicken tacos from one of Tia Juanita's. And that's where we'll be. So I'll be sitting there with my hands full of crawfish. Which sound like he was overwhelmed. You helped ground him. Yes. But we need a lot more people like that. You intervene, and it ain't always.
Don't be ugly. Like you said, like she politely had asked the grandmother, is it okay, for me to talk to him outside? And she said, yeah, So just don't go off telling, we just see so much of what people, mothers, grandparents, they're all overwhelmed. You don't know if she's raising him by herself. You don't know.
Yeah. So. But it was fun, and me and Mom and Baby had a good time today. And God, I like that time. Anyway. But that's all we got. Sing the song, baby.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
No, we're not coming back on tonight.
Just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, baby.
And remember, what I said, consequences
of your choices.
Okay, bye.